All right. God, my room's a mess. Oh my god. Should be fine now, right? Should be fine by now. My god, it's my third favorite streamer? Oh god. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay. Just about to get there. I'm just preparing for stream. I know it's been a while. Last I streamed was something a few weeks ago. Yeah. Miss you, Nick. Yeah, I miss you guys too. Yeah, I know. I know. I miss you. You miss you. We all kind of missing each other. I know. I know. Second favorite streamer. What happened? Second favorite. What happened to the ranking? Yeah. I'm just cleaning my desk for a bit because I have a lot of like school materials all over the place. So like I'm just trying to clean up. Okay, my desk should be fine by now. Okay. I see Leverboy is here. Shiguma is here. Alright, welcome, welcome. So Pino is here. How you doing? It's been a while. Yeah, I haven't connected my iPad to my PC. So let's do that. And then we can do the drawing stream. Yeah, we can finally do another drawing stream. It's been a while. But there's a lot of like personal info on my iPad right now, so I'm gonna have to clean those up. So give me a moment. Yeah, there's a lot of personal info going on. I have to get rid of these. But I can show my model for now. I'm not ready for drawing, but at least I can do like chatting for a bit. Hello, hello. Okay, give me a moment. I'm just cleaning up my iPad because a lot of my school stuff is in there, and I'm like, I don't want to show my my stuff in there, so you know. So give me a second. I should have cleaned this up before stream, to be honest. Kind of my fault. Okay. Okay. Hold on. So, how's it been? Kind of stressful, I'm gonna be honest, because school's workload is like adding up. Of course, the usual stuff when it comes to school. Like the workload is coming up, midterms is coming up, and like teachers are starting to ask for a lot of things, right? But at the same time, though, it's been chill because, like, of course, I know how to take care of myself. Come on, I'm like 24 years old. I should be able to take care of myself while like in this workload. You know? Know what I mean? It would be so ironic to be going through some trouble while smurfing in college, to be honest. It would be so ironic. Like, I should have had this figured out, like, for a long time. Like, come on, why is it, like, a big deal for me now? But I guess work is still work, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's still work. No matter the label, you know? Somewhere down the line, someone's gonna say 69 favorite streamer. If there's enough streamers to rank that far, how can I have 68 streamers ahead of me? What the hell? Rank it up to the 6th, 7th. Oh no. Sadly, I can't hang out long because work at 6 a.m. Just drop by to say hi and want to know that I'm always here to support you from the background. Yeah, thank you so much, Sigma. Thank you so much. Yeah. 11:21 p.m. but I have work at 6 a.m. Damn, you really should be sleeping. Now it's kind of my turn to say that back, you know? Like, oh, Nick, you should be sleeping early. I mean, I've had my rest, but like... Anyway. Shishio Rumi, school well. What the hell? What are you doing here? Shishio, get the hell out of here. You're not supposed to be here. Brother. I'm just labeling my canvases for NDA because like they're NDA. So I cannot. I also have to hide some of the school files that I have on my iPad because they have personal stuff. Like my name is in there. Like, oh, this work is by so NicJellie IRL name. Submitted to this section and all that for this subject. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, and Abraham, welcome to the stream, and this is what you call a demonic possession. Where did you learn that? That is an old meme in this channel. Where did you learn that? The hell? How did you know that? So what are you drawing today? I'm gonna be drawing the commission that I've always been doing in this channel for quite a while now. But it's just that I rarely get the chance to progress on it because 1, school, 2nd, life, So very busy lately, and rarely do I get the chance to like get to work, But now I do, because you gotta grab life by the balls, Sometimes you just gotta get to work. Like if I weren't working by now, I would have been asleep. Like I'm all about that now. I'm starting to sleep way earlier than I've done for the past 2 years. So kind of healthy, But at the same time, the guilt starts to build up. Am I back? Am I back? Okay, I should be back by now. Okay, give me just a few more moments. I'm still cleaning up my my iPad for drawing because going back to school means I have to blend my personal stuff and work stuff together with school stuff, and I don't have the luxury to have that many devices, so a lot of things start to blend in, so this is why I started using my work iPad for school, which is not great. Because when I'm streaming, now my personal info is in the iPad. So, not great. Okay. There, I think I prepared it. And we can go to drawing stream, yeah. So here we are. Boom, boom, there we go. And the screen's not perfectly yeah, there we go. So now you see it. School stuff, and this more school stuff, yeah, and more NDA stuff and school stuff, yeah. This is what I was doing. I was just hiding them. I was just hiding the files, Like, come on, I just had to. These are personal, so But what we'll be working on is, where is it? There's a big ass file that we're going to be using today. It's gotta be here. It's got to be here. This one. Why is it rotated? The file is rotated. This one. So as you can see, barely any progress. Barely any progress. But we will try to make some progress on this one tonight. Like finally we can do that. So let me read on chat for a little bit. Nocturnal Incarnate, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Why are you streaming at the time I want to sleep? Well, too bad. I thought you guys are used to it by now that I stream around this hour, but it seems like my lack of consistency failed to tell you all that, so Oh yeah, I was one of the other people telling you to get more sleep, and now you're telling me to sleep. The irony, I know, right? I've been getting a lot of sleep lately. It's also because I was sick recently. So I just had to get more sleep. Because I was sick. And I felt like I have to sleep. Of course I had to feel like I had to get some sleep. I was sick. So, Saku, welcome to the stream. Whoa, Art Gallery. Also, hi. Chris, welcome to the stream. Hello. Hi, Nick. Been a while since I was in the stream, yeah. Alex Wolf, welcome to the stream. What's up, Nick? How you doing? Kinda busy, kinda lately, Kinda busy. Just curious, man. Are you at Manila? I am not in Manila. And I'm also aware of the protest that's happening in Manila, So a little bit of dangerous stuff is happening lately, because it seems they are starting to fire at the people, which is not great. Sounds kind of dangerous to be there. And I have all kind of stories that I'm being told by my friends who are in Manila. But for now, I feel like for everyone's peace of mind, I wouldn't mention them. I know. It's a choice I have to make for the stream, I know people are here sometimes for an escape, and I recognize that. So sometimes I'm in a dilemma to be not talking about it. I want to talk about it, but I also understand that people come here for an escape sometimes. But in case anyone's wondering if I'm like aware of all this, yes, I am aware. I am aware of what's going on and why people are protesting. You know, so yeah. And I've been told a lot of like awful stories from my friends who are in Manila that things are not looking really safe over there. It seems, Understandable. I'm in a sick gang right now as well. I see. Nick finally streaming. Hey Chris, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm glad you ate at Manila. Stay safe, man. Yeah. Gotta be safe. I don't know. I just wish the government's a lot better than this. I'm gonna be honest. I just wish the government's a lot better than this. Okay, so I kinda forgot like my standard and my process for this. But all I do know is that we have to make this hair shape, a very elaborate shape, you know. Let's see. Now, how do I do this? I'm pretty sure this has to be a layer below this one, right? It has to be like that, I think. So, hold on. Pretty art. Nam Nam consumes art. Love to hear it. Okay. There we go. So we have that going on. I'm pretty sure there will have to be a lot more like separation down the line, because all of this is in one layer, in one folder, I mean. But it's just 2 layers, so it feels like it's just one part. I have to do a lot of separation for the animation to make sense. So for now, let's deal with fixing the curve of this one. It's not to my liking, so I'm just gonna use the liquify pen. Like that. Oh. If you think you can stream more often, or is the uni schedule packed? Well, the uni schedule is not packed. I'm gonna say that. But the workload is kind of crazy. The workload is kind of crazy. So I'm gonna have to like rethink my strategy on like how I deal with the workload. Like my strategy number one is to like finish them as soon as no, not as soon as possible by starting them as soon as they are announced, right? But I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be tired after class, right? So I can't really tackle them immediately. And I also want to have my sleep. So, I'm gonna have to rethink my like time management strategies in order for it to actually work. So, we'll see. But for now, the workload and the schedule just does not allow it. But I'll figure something out. My uni strat is just do them mediocre and immediately as soon as possible. I would do that. But I still have that honor student mindset to go above and beyond. Like I said back then, I used to be an honor student and I used to be a scholar student. So I have some set of standards to the quality of my submissions, right? I guess the key here is to be efficient at the same time, like you can have quality works while being while saving a lot of time as much as possible, right? But it just feels to me a very a superhuman kind of thing to do. I'm not perfect, I'm not perfect, but I try to be like effective and efficient at the same time. I try, but it doesn't always comes to my favor. Maybe it's skill issue, it could be skill issue, like what else could it be? Only reason why I'm not able to do it the best way possible is just very simple. I have a skill issue. How about that? It's a very honest thing to say for me. I simply have skill issue. I wanted my free time. I also wanted my free time as well. So, But again, as much as I want to rest and make quality like submissions, there'll come a time when I have to realize that I have to make some sacrifices, And again, streaming is not really a serious thing on my part for now. I'm not really making money on streaming, so this feels to me, it feels like a hobby or like a side thing to do. So like the only thing that makes me justify streaming is that I can multitask streaming while doing commissions. But other than that, it's not a useful use of my time. You know what I mean? At least to me, my uni work wasn't appreciated. Like it didn't matter if you put a lot of effort, nor did it help you in your career anyway. So I didn't care long. Yeah, that's also valid too. I also have that mindset sometimes when I feel like I shouldn't be going 100% on my school activities, because like going above and beyond on your school activity will not really pay the bills, will it? Because it's just that, a school activity. Like, imagine you're going 200% on your school activities. That thing is like, grades are not going to be putting food at the table, at the end of the day. It's just schoolwork. Like thinking like, silent quitting movement kind of stuff. I think some of you guys are aware of that movement back in the few years back, where the Gen Zs are saying that you shouldn't be going above and beyond with your work. Just do as you're told. That's it. Those extra effort will not be properly compensated and appreciated. To be honest, that's kind of true with schoolwork as well. That extra effort may not be worth it after all. That's why I don't really like go like 200% of my school effort. I just do like what's passable, seemingly passable, I mean, but enough to get me like above average, and then I move on. I'm not there to be making an Oscar film, I'm curious if you want to talk about it. How much have you made from streaming? 0. I am not monetized, and the last time someone has made a donation on my stream was like 2 years ago. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not making anything on stream. I'm just doing it for the love of it. Right? Like, I have like 1,000, how many subscribers do I have right now? 1,100 something subscribers. And I'm still not monetized because I'm lacking in a few criteria, which is the watch hours. The watch hours. I'm still missing that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I will be hitting the monetization very soon. I'm thinking like give me 2 or 3 more years and I'll be actually monetized. That's why I am more focused on my commissions than I am on my YouTube channel, because that's where the real money comes in for me. It's my commissions, not my YouTube channel, not the shorts, TikTok or Instagram, whatever. It's the commissions. I'm not making anything. I'm gonna be honest, It's how it is. That's crazy. Yeah. Brother, then Twitch is way better. I'm not even monetized on Twitch either. So, you can't even say that I can make money on Twitch. I'm not even monetized on Twitch. So, maybe getting affiliate is not a high bar, but even if I do get affiliate, doesn't mean that I will also get as much views to get any amount of money. I'm just gonna stick with it, tried and tested. My commissions, tried and tested. Yeah, how it is. For now though, Watageyua, my friend Watageyua, is like doing really well on Twitch. She even got paid on Twitch recently, I heard. And I'm super proud of her. I'm very proud of Watageyua for the things she's achieving recently. I'm gonna be honest. Among me and my many streamer friends, I am the one who is most behind when it comes to like streaming and everything. I feel so behind, and I always find myself like starting over every now and again. Like every time I'm back to streaming, it feels like I'm back to square one, and all my progress is like reverted. I had a few progress when I was doing the YouTube Shorts thing, which got me like from 700 subscribers to 1,000. But then I had another like huge absence after that, and I was never able to ride that wave. And I'm back again to square one. You know, I'm always starting over again. But you know what? You know, all it takes is probably just a little more persistence, and that's why I haven't given up on it yet, because I really I really still have hope that this is gonna work out. You know, feels like a constant uphill battle on my part, or maybe again, it's skill issue. Maybe I'm just not doing all of this correctly. You know, maybe it's skill issue. I'm just not doing it all correctly. How it is. I grew enormously on Twitch compared to YouTube. I heard. You know, super proud of you for that. YouTube is not for streaming; it's for shorts and videos. Twitch is for streaming. Yeah, we've been on that conversation for a long time already. What each platform is supposed to be for, you know. But I always find myself coming back to YouTube, because I'm gonna be honest, it's just a very familiar platform to me, you know, ever since 2020. Very familiar place in here. Can always go back in here. Hello there, Nick. Nice to see you stream again. How are you doing? I'm doing great. You know? I'm doing great. Just been a while, you know? I saw some news long ago that Blender is coming to iPad. Do you plan to use it when it comes out? I don't plan to use it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still limited by the limitations of my devices. My iPad is just not cut out for it. Maybe if like I focus on one field at a time, it could work out. But I still intend to do like 2D stuff onwards. So I don't have room for doing 3D on my iPad. Unless I have an upgrade of getting an iPad Pro or something. But for now, I don't see a space for it in my iPad. So I don't think I'll be able to touch on that. So, you know. Blender can do 2D with grease pencil, but it's still a 3D engine. You know, it's still a 3D engine. Like I said again, I don't think I have room for even more robust program like a Blender. You know. Blender can even be a video editor for some madman. I know. It's amazing. But it I really want to get into Blender. You can do everything with that. 2D, 3D video editing, you know. Sounds sick, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. That's hair going on. Blender, the Swiss knife for 3D space, and it's free. You know, you can say all the good things about Blender. I probably know about it as well, but again, I don't really think I have the room for it. to be able to work on it. You know, like I've been saying, I've been saying that I'm always limited by the limitations of my devices. Always has been ever since 2020. I don't have the best devices, so I'm always working towards getting an upgrade. So we'll see. I really want to get to Blender really bad, but it's just that I don't have the proper equipment for it. You know, I don't have the power for it, unfortunately. Yeah. That means if I really want to get into Blender, I'll have to work really hard for a new device to get that to work. I can probably do my current devices now, but I would imagine together with my existing stuff I'm working on, and the existing stuff that I currently work with, it might not be good enough. Like I would probably need all the space and power for it to work. Maybe I'm just saying excuses right now, right? But oh man, it would be really nice to have some upgrade right now. So, you know. I've seen some Minecraft YouTubers I'm friends with edit their entire videos on Blender, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Sounds insane, to be honest. Also, who you join? I'm joining Yashi right now. Yashi's the OC Nova. The reference right here. Let me bring it out. This one. Yeah, this is the reference. You know. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's pretty cool, actually. You know, fairly simple, but I'm just making it complicated for myself. Oh, yeah, she's here. Welcome. Nick is trying to become God. Also joining my OC Nova. Yeah, that's right. That's the client right here. I feel jealous. Hi Nick, welcome. How you doing? It's been a while. Not to ask in DM. Really? So Pinyor. Yep, I can understand, Nick. I think you will do really great with Blender, and I think you will develop a new type of art style from using it, but that's just theory. I know you guys are super interested in having me touch a few other programs, see what I can do with it. I mean, look what I'm doing with just Ibispaint, you know? People are still surprised to see what I could do with just Ibispaint. Yeah. Like I still get surprises even in school. People are like surprised with like, whoa, you did all that in Ibispaint. What the hell? On a program as simple as Ibispaint, you can make something so crazy, you know? So what's more with something like more robust like Procreate and Blender? I really want to get into Blender. Like, you know, grease pencil has always been my my interest of Blender ever since it's been released. I still remember like back in the day where I'm seeing like grease pencil tutorials and I was wondering like, oh, how can I get into this and all that? You know, I have to know about Blender and all that, but I don't have the PC for it. So, you know. So I guess I have to really work hard and make some sacrifices to get myself a new upgrade of a PC, you know? It's gonna be one hell of a journey. But we'll see. I always see myself starting over all over again. So we'll see. I also promised myself that I should work for a camera for my multimedia class. Like, a camera would be really good by now. I'm gonna be honest. absolutely adore Nick's art, and I'm so happy I can have another piece by him. So honored. Always glad to be working for you, Iyashi. Like you're the most understanding, most patient client I've ever had. You know, always be willing to work for you. I have many versions of one OC and adore your art. So I imagine. Okay, this is the okay. That's the thing I have to draw now. This part, but this one has to go down here. Oh, it has to be here, like here. There, I think, yeah. I'm gonna have to move back the line because not matching, so I have to. Also, I'm great, Nick. Excited to see you live. Yeah, thank you. Always glad to see you come, check up on me every now and then. Yeah. Understandable. This man is insane. One of these days, I'm gonna nail my consistency. I think the problem why I always keep coming back to square one with my online career is that I keep like you know I keep coming in and out. You know what I mean? I keep popping back in and then out goes again. Right? I'm very inconsistent. Like my online presence is very inconsistent. You know? And I knew that for a long time. It's just that rarely do I see that I actually have control over my career. Like, come on, I'm 24 years old, and how can I have not much control over like my circumstances, right? Like I can always find the right thing to blame, but at the end of the day, I'm only left with myself. You know, I can't be blaming anyone for my circumstances. You know, as much as I want to like point why I could not do the things that I want to do, you know, like let's be real. This is real world. This is the real life, and not a lot of things you'll ever have control over, right? But at the end of the day, you know, there could always be something that I could have done. You know, there could always be something I could have done at least. You know, there could always be something I could have done. I'm the only one in control. That too. I'm the only one in control of my own things. That's it. You know? I'll find a way. I'll always have to find a way. You know? At least the only consistent thing, in my part is that I'm still persistent. I'm always persistent. Like I haven't given up yet. You know? That's something I can start with. Is that I haven't given up on it on my online career just yet. And I'm always like I still find ways to like pop back in. You know, I can start with that. That's something to be proud of. you know, even if it feels like I'm wildly inconsistent, at least, you know, I'm still here. Something to be proud of. Nicholas D, welcome to the stream. Hello, what up? How you doing? I'm doing great. I'm just drawn. Nick, did I tell you about the many versions of my OC? I forgot. I don't recall. Maybe you can always leave that in my Discord server. I don't think I can handle a few info dumping on stream right now, you know, because I'm more interested in like talking with you guys rather than going on like a few world building stuff for now, you know. Spontaneous, yes. Don't be too harsh on yourself, though. Yeah. I always, you know, I still have the compassion to forgive myself of my failures. You know, I always try to hang on to that little bit of compassion I have left to forgive myself of my failures. You know, I'm not perfect. You know, I'm not perfect. Only so much that I can do. You know, and if I give that much chance to other people, I may as well do the same for myself. You know, like it would be very unfair if I show so much compassion and forgiveness to other people, but not to myself. You know, it would be very ironic that way. You know, you only have control over yourself and your actions, but while you do what you can, we as your viewers can choose to be patient with you and your passions and fall in love with your determination and all. That is true too. You know, but and I've been saying this time and again, right? I do not take my clients' time for granted. The same with my viewers, you know, and I'm always thinking that, you know, I've used to take years to finish my commissions back in the day. You know that you were there, where I would take years to finish my commissions, and I always say that, like, you know, my clients, they always like to tell me that I can take my time, but you know what? I don't wanna abuse it. You know, I don't want to abuse it. You know, and I don't take things for granted. Like my clients' patience, their time, their money as well. You know, that's why sometimes like I'm more inclined to like push myself to like do a little more sacrifice just to get things over with. You know, get what they deserve. But when it comes to like views and all that, you know, they owe nothing. They don't owe anything because it's not a kind of business, you know, like commissions where you pay money and now you will have something to look forward to. Like, no, you know, you don't have to be here. And I recognize that. Like, I cannot really keep on promising on my viewers that you have to just wait for several years for me to get back on my feet, you know? I cannot always be constantly making promises, you know? That's not how, you know, a successful YouTube channel should really rely on, you know? I mean, at least to an ordinary YouTube channel. You know, I can't always be telling my community that, hey, I'm gonna be back in a few months later again. You know, hoping you'll be there. You know, while I don't churn out content. Like, what am I doing? It's a lot. It's a lot of. It's a very ballsy thing to ask, to be honest. People's time and energy and patience and all those years of waiting. You know, why wait? If there's like plenty of YouTube channels like ready to churn out content, like why does it have to be me? You know, I can't always be there to like to edge on my viewers that I'll be back. There's really no telling whether I will actually be back, you know? Like, can you be really willing to wait that long? I don't know. Nick, I don't think I'm in your server. You're not? You're not my server? Well, it's always gonna be in my description. You can check it out. This is cool. I'm subscribing. Hell yeah. Welcome to the community. I haven't posted my progress with my Blender 3D, but I can post it in Discord as a sneak peek for my next finished project. Oh, that's great. That's just me, I know, but it was so worth waiting for. Find your art is worth the time I waited, and also the price paid the reason at all. At least I commissioned you. You can see the love in each stroke of the pen. Patience you have to each piece. Yeah. Thank you so much. Because you bring a certain air to the community, your own view of things, your own passion. So of course people will wait for as long as it takes. Damn. Never thought like my view on things can be valued in that way, you know? I never thought of it that way. I'm gonna be honest. I really never thought of it that way. I don't know. Maybe I've never felt like my opinions have been taken in such a way, you know, that I would feel like my words have some compelling weight. You know what I mean? Never thought of it that way. Because honestly, anyone could have said the same thing. I don't know where am I going with this. Could this be on a layer behind this? What am I doing here? Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me just see if the layer order is correct. So this is the hair. The arm is right here. Should it be like that? No. Like this? Okay. I feel like something's not right with the layer order. Okay, hold on. Let me think for a bit. Something doesn't feel right. Okay. So there's that layer going on here. I really need more hair on this area. Right. So it has to be okay. Underneath all this and underneath the head. but above all this, okay, hold on. It should be like this, right? So there's like hair going on here, maybe here as well. So that's the back hair. Hold on. Back hair. Nick, how many layers does this have? I don't know. Let's see. How many layers does this have? 129. Okay. Sounds pretty normal to me. Right? What's the canvas size for this thing again? 9,000 by 6,500. Yeah, it's that's a lot of layers for a 6,000 by 9,000 canvas. So it's a lot of layers. Normal? No, it's not normal. I'm gonna admit, it's not normal. What the hell? What am I doing? That's not normal. Okay, so a few things are not right with the layering here, so I'm gonna have to fix something. Normal for Nick. Yeah, it's normal around here. Like, who would have thought? So I'm gonna have to put in more hair stuff right here because this gap does not feel nice to me. So I'm gonna have to put something. Okay. Jellyfish loves pain. I haven't been on a stream in so long. I forgot there's so many usually. Yeah. How it is in here. So, okay. I really want to fill this gap because it does not look good to me. So I'm gonna have to fill this gap here. Something like that. I mean, I just did it already. Come on, like, I just did it. Oh my god, what am I doing? Like, I just did it. Okay. And then maybe this one will have to be more like this because this does not look good. So I have to fix that to be like this. But again, like, there's still gaps that I don't like all those. I don't like all those gaps, to be honest. How did I do it here? So they really... Okay, I have to get rid of these gaps somehow. Ismael Mael, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Waiting is now my biggest weakness with all the stuff I have been watching recently. This adds to the pain I feel. Yep. How it is. really need to fix the hair on the face. It's like really not great, in my opinion. And the eyes as well. The eyes as well. I don't know. It's always the eyes for some reason. Every time I look back at this piece, it's the eye not looking good to me. So we'll see about that. So got this going on. I'm not sure if like this has to be a lot bigger because like I'm not feeling it as well. So like this. So this one will have to go, like this whole thing is like pretty covered, right? So a bit of this going on, or this has to be a lot bigger, like this. Got a bubbly personality, but it's also super sleepy, if that helps any. Okay, I can work with that. That is valuable info. Okay. Okay. So after that, okay. This is going on. No. This. I might add a few of stuff here going on to make it more flowy in a sense, more chaotic somehow, because all of this feels too clean, and I want to give this more sense of chaos in a sense. So we have to see about that, you know, like this. But we'll see. Let's do this for now. Oh. EP, yeah. More waiting game coming up. Yeah. How it is. Late now for me. See you later, Nick. Hope to see your progress for tomorrow. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, thank you for stopping by and like watching me for a little bit again. Yeah, see you around. So, rest up. Always glad to have you back. Let's see how this looks. Okay, looking good so far. Let's see here. Bring this up a bit. Okay, so I can see the vision, like it's all coming together. Okay, it's all coming together now. Let's see. I really want to do this. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's transparent. Okay. Cover the whole thing. Right, but I'm not sure because I really like to show both eyes on this one. So we'll see. Let's see. Not sure if there should be more volume of hair in this area, like here. Right? Maybe even in here as well. I love the color fade. Hell yeah. Meaning her eyes always covered in most art, so it won't be a steps you cover it. We'll see. It's more of my art direction that I'm more concerned about, you know. Because I have my reasons why I show both of these eyes. You know? I have my creative reasons why I show these two in the beginning. But we'll see. Maybe my creative direction will change. But we'll see. Yeah. I'm thinking of like putting more here in this area. Right? So that it'll have more weight. That makes sense. Nick, how long does a finished art usually take again from you? So, if I were to draw consistently, very consistently, it will be over 3 months. If I draw consistently, 3 months. And lately, I've been trying to lower that down to 2 weeks. But it seems I've been failing that over and over again. So, if I do it very inconsistently, like if I'm inconsistent in like the way I give myself time to work, it might take me over a year. Which should not be a flex, by the way. It should never be a flex. I never consider it a flex if my art takes me a very long time. You know? I mean, considering the difficulty, yeah, understandably so. You know? And not a lot of people are willing to go as far as like with my quality, with my standard of quality. Right? At the same time though, I really don't want to take a year to be able to finish something. Because frankly, it just feels like a massive waste of time. So, you know. Understandable. If it helps, she covers the eye because it causes people pain. However, the version of her you're drawing is free from the purpose she had, and maybe wants to see the world with both. I will see about that. I'll see what I can. You know, I'll see what I can. I just want it to look really good. I think, in my part as an artist, right, the art should give a lot of justice to her design, to their design, you know. Like, design is one thing, right? And that's what the creator goes through to be able to make their character. And design is one thing. But my job as an artist is to justify all their stuff in the design process to make it look good in an applied world, which is in an art form. Right? That's my kind of philosophy when it comes to like arts and commissions, right? Design is one thing, but art is a totally different level of justifying a creator's design. You know, you would really want to see your design to work. You know, see it at work. You know what I mean? Right? And that's my job, is to make the design look good, like be at work and see how it plays out beyond the drawing board, which is in an artwork, you know. Nick, have you ever drawn a person or character based on a concept and not something specific like a VTuber? I rarely do. Because most of my subjects are commissions. Rarely do they ever come from a concept, but more like a concept of like a personality. Because for a VTuber, they want to stream based on like based on their own personality, for the most part, you know. So if you say like concept, like okay, like concept like it's based on this, that it belongs to this world, and all that, all imaginary, fictional, and all that, right? I have not had that yet. I have not had that. Maybe I have a few, but I just could not recall, right? But they're mostly like VTuber designs where they integrated a bit of their personality. So it's more like a personality rather than a concept, you know? No, concept as in based on one IRL thingy. If that's the case, then no, I never really had any. It's mostly personality stuff, you know? Based on one thing, no? Based on like what you're asking me on that question, maybe not. I never had. I've only had commissions to draw fitting for their personality, but not for a certain concept, you know. Maybe I did back in the day, because I had a client who ordered me a bunch of characters based on, because they were writing a story, and I had to bring their designs to life. I don't know if that counts to you, right? But it feels like to me that they gave me a bunch of concepts and things about these characters, and I draw them based off of that. It's this one. I'll show you. Okay, this might sound a lot of personal stuff in there, so I have to like be very careful about this. Okay, hold on. Let me be very careful about this. Okay. Hello, underrated Pluto 2. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? There. So back in the day, some of my earliest commissioners were trying to make a story, and I have to make those characters. So it's this one. They didn't have much visual reference, right? So they had to write down the concept of the characters, what they are, what they do, and some of the things that I have to take note of to make the character. They don't have any much visual references or photos or anything. It's mostly descriptive, and I had to draw all that, right? This one as well, right? All of this were descriptive, and I had to base off like what they are as a character, the things that they had to write down, and I had to come up with these designs. I don't know if that counts to whatever you're saying, if I had to draw based off a concept, but yeah, these are what I had to draw. They wrote me paragraphs of description for me to figure out what they should look like, you know? And this was back in the day, 2020. This was back in the day. Goddamn. Ah, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yo, how you doing? OMG, Pain Wheel? Yeah, did you draw a Pain Wheel? I did not draw a Pain Wheel. It was a collab that I did with a good friend of mine. It was a collab. Um, you could see it here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Collab with the awesome artist Spray Jaya on Twitter. You can check out her awesome arts here on twitter.com/SprayJaya. Now it's a different username. Voltage, no. Jaya Yagi. But it's not a Spray Jaya anymore, so, you know. So it was a collab where Jaya would do the line art of the character and I would color it in. So I did the colors and the background, but she did the line art. So, you know. Yeah, it was great. It was pretty cool. See? That's my old logo. Goddamn. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. It feels like my laptop is burning, apparently. So my laptop is burning right now. Let me fix that. Yeah, my laptop is kind of burning. Let me fix that. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. My laptop is burning right now. I shouldn't have done that. I'm fixing it. Hold on. Give me a moment. Okay, should be all good by now. God damn, my laptop was burning. What the heck? Hold on. I love Skullgirls so much, it shocked me. Glad to hear. I also love Skullgirls back in the day. I used to play their mobile game, not the actual desktop game, you know, but it was enough for me to get to the campaign and like see the story and all, right? So, you know. But yeah, I wasn't that big into Skullgirls, you know. Given me a new goal, become confident enough with my art to ask Nick to collab one day. Would love to see that. But if it was you, you know, I wouldn't mind doing it now. You know, like why wait? Like come on, like why wait? How's your laptop burning? Did you come out of water again? Probably explains why I didn't see you today when I was stalking your water castle. Yeah. My room is kind of cold, but it's not picking up on my laptop. And it decided to burn. Not great. I play both games. Oh, the mobile and desktop. I see. I'm still in your walls knowing all your secrets. Whoa. Whoa, that's a grave thing to admit. What the hell? Canal de Rafaela. Can you say my name? It's Rafaela. Well, I just said it, so It'll be fine. Right? What the heck? Hold on. Okay. It'll be fine by now, right? No? Yeah, my windows are freaking out. Yeah, okay. So yeah, okay. My screen is freaking out. If you notice why there are black bars going on. Okay, let me fix that. And it's happening. Yeah. There it is. There, I fixed it. I'm from Brazil. Oh, we got a Brazilian. Let's go. We got a Brazilian. Which country are you from? We're from the Philippines. Yeah. Other side of the world. You know? I wait because I'm not. I wait because I'm not confident yet, and you're literally one of my favorite artists ever that I want to give something I can be proud of. Ooh. I can understand that. You know? You can always give yourself time until like you know. But at the same time though, you know, goes back to the same thing I'm saying. Why wait? You know? Maybe the collab is what you need in order for you to like, you know, get into like a journey of self-improvement. Might motivate you, you know? Who knows? You'll never know. I don't know. I don't know either. Okay, I think I know what's missing. Is that this pointy part is like um too pointy. I have to like, you know, put them back. You know what I mean? Make them dull a little bit because it's too pointy. Unlike the reference. So okay, hold on. So let's remove these layers and see what we can do from here. Of course, he has a water castle. He's an he's an AI immortal jellyfish. Where did that come from? What the AI? Where did that come from? Definitely not already living in the floor of the water castle. With burning laptop and Windows problem, apparently, damn. I have comfy floors. What a strange observation. What kind of observation? You just have to be able to break into my house to know all that. What the heck? Okay. And let's fill them up. I clean up the lines of this one. Okay. It looks better now. I like it. Let's fix this one as well. I'm trying to understand you speaking. I take English classes. Oh, trying to understand. Oh, I see. Trying to understand me speaking. Well, I am not the perfect English role model here, but I'll try. I'll try to be like good enough for you. You know what I mean? Oh God, it's Nick. Run for your lives. Chris is gone. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while. I think it's cool to interact with someone who speaks English. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to help. You just have to watch my stream. Just keep watching. Maybe I'll say something here and there, and hope that helps. I don't know. I'm just a little preoccupied right now with drawing, so I can't always be there. Can't always give 100% of my attention. So, but we will see. Forgot about you being an AI. Definitely an AI. That is crazy. You play Roblox? No, I don't play Roblox, unfortunately. It seems Roblox has become such a big thing now that I just cannot avoid the question. Yeah. Everyone and their mother knows about Roblox. I don't play Roblox, unfortunately. And I'm lagging again. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop with the liquify tool because the lag is insufferable, I swear. Why did I imagine someone just breaking in your house at midnight and tell you that you have comfy floor and just leave? One hell of a scenario. You have comfy floors. I break in. You have comfy floors. Peace out. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, that sucks. I should fix this one more time, you know? Like, the curve is not... Wow. I like the curves that I made with this one, but not with this. So we'll have to see about that. Because I like how... I like the curve of this one. I have to fix this. It's just not it for me. Anan Pendragon. Anan Pendragon. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Like so much it's unplayable for me. Ooh, okay. You can vouch Nick doesn't exist? Oh, that's crazy. Chris is... Oh my god. Nick, I have a challenge. Do an art thingy where you use as few layers as possible. I can do that. You know, I've done that before, right? It's called traditional art. I know I can make something really good with just one layer. One layer is enough for me. I can do that. Like you dare? You dare challenge me with the very thing I'm so used to do? I've done that before. I'm not kidding. I could do that. You know? One layer. Are you kidding me? That's so easy. Just traditional art, brother. Could you say hi to my sister named Antonella? Antonella, okay. Hello, Antonella. How you doing? I hope I pronounced that correctly. You know? Nicolas de Vitubero. Nicolas de Vitubero. How do you fare today, my good sire? I am kinda tired. You know? But I'm just happy to be streaming and drawing again. It's like... Not every day I get to. You know? Welcome to the stream. How you been doing? Anon Pendragon. Yeah. I too shall start speaking like this for this fine stream. Don't. Don't. Oh my god, don't. I will not be having the English be speaking in here. I'm thinking that this one will have to be below the eye layer, which is right here. No. The face layers have to go all the way up here. It has to. Like that. Right? And some of the hair layers will have to be under it. Like definitely above this, but lower than this. Right? There. I think that should be the layering. Okay, the lag is there. The lag is coming back now. I am not happy with the lag. Always an unwelcome guest on my stream. Oh, the lag. Oh my god, it's so bad. What the heck? No, you gotta be joking. I cannot be lagging right now. Yeah. No, you cannot. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some. Oh my god, it's so bad. Do you see this? I have never seen this much delay in my life. I'm gonna have to fix the files and stuff. I think I'm out of storage. That's why. Oh my god, this is not great. Have you ever tried coding? Like actual some projects in which just randomly came in mind? No. I've not. I've never. I have done for school, like back in the day, like super basic stuff like hello world, all that. Print hello world, but that's it. I've never done some actual coding. You know? And I don't think I ever will. Maybe in the future I will, because part of my curriculum includes game design. And I'm already terrified. Like game design. You mean I have to code? Like that's crazy. Like I don't wanna code. I can only vibe code, but like that's it. Vibe code. Okay, this looks nice, but I'm not sure about the hair being obstructed by the arm. I might have to fix that, because like I want more of it to show, but it's like being blocked by the arm. Like around here, for example, around here, because I really want it to show. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit so I can see the composition. So let's zoom out a little bit, see how it works. Okay. I'm gonna have to do a bit of cutting here and there just to like make it make sense. But I want it like this. Maybe if I can make it the other way around instead. Like this one is here. And this one is here. No. Let's bring it back to what it used to be. Okay. So I have a few ideas. I unfortunately have to go be a person today now. I can't wait to see the update later. Yeah! Go be a person! You're not happy with lag, but have you ever thought that lag might also not be happy with us? That is insane level of consideration. That's crazy. I would not consider it. Imagine a person somehow named lag enters chat for the first time, and here's how Nix hates it. Okay, you will not name yourself as that. I just know it. You will not. Still use Ibispaint, Nick? The amount of ads that have been added is terrible. Oh, that's insane. Because I never encountered one. I wonder why. It's probably because I paid for the full version. So I kinda don't know what kind of problem you're dealing with. Sounds like a you issue, you know? I'm just kidding. Go and download the APK version of the full version. You will not regret it. You're gonna love it there. So I'm coding some Iron Man thingy, and I sure can tell you that I love every second of it because my beautifully written code, okay? Okay now. Gets ruined every second. Oh shit. Every time I take a step forward, I take two back. Oh, that's unfortunate. Big hat, yeah. Big hat, I know. Giant witch hat. Anyway, Nick, I shall take my leave for tonight. I wish you a good night. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Not gonna lie, when Saku said peak, I saw mountains in the background. Where the fuck? Been coding for 3 days. It's like I add a feature, it doesn't work. Fix it, but makes it messy. Add a new feature, old one stops working. Rewrite the code, repeat such an experience. Sounds like hell to me. I would. What the hell? Pay to win user? I mean, come on. It's only fair to pay for good professional work, and I think they made a good job on this app. You know, that it kind of makes sense to pay for it. Pay for quality service. This app is pretty great. You know, I would pay for it, and that's why I did. I paid for the app because of quality service. It just makes sense. You know. Like again, you can always, and I'm just saying, just download the APK of the Black Ibispaint app. You know, the black icon Ibispaint. You can always do that. You know, no one's stopping you. Take care. Try not to overwork yourself. Yeah, I'll get some rest soon. Like maybe in 20 minutes. Because it's 1 a.m. right now. So I'll probably go get some rest very soon. You know. Ayo? Yeah, I'm not kidding. That's how I started. Like the way I started my Ibispaint journey is that number one, it all started by downloading the black icon Ibispaint. The black icon Ibispaint is the full version, which has all the brushes and features except for the subscription features, right? Which is the membership one. It doesn't have that, but at least you have like all the brushes. And I did that because if it's available in the App Store, then it may as well be available as an APK to download. And guess what? The black icon Ibispaint is available in the App Store. And they have the APK version ready to download up there if you know where to look, you know? And that's how I started. And then I made enough money to pay for my own like official copy of the Ibispaint, the full version. You know? That's how it started. You know? You can do the same if you like. You know? So currently, my code detects stuff, names it, gives info about it. Not available, then snatch it from internet. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Snatch it from the internet. Okay. That was about distance and size of it. Oh, really? That's so cool. I'm thinking of adding some more stuff, but definitely not now. Oh, great! What kind of coding are you doing? I'm trying to understand what your project is all about, if I can ask. Thinking about adding a thingy which detects hands and shows hologram. According to it, and I can interact with hologram with my hand gestures. That's pretty sick. So there's some hand tracking and interaction, and you can make. Oh, that's pretty cool. An interactive hologram? That would be sick. What the heck? So it uses camera and sees nearby. Oh, that's cool. Damn, that sounds sick. Whatever you're into. Okay, so what's next? This one? Right. So how can I show that this one is like going all the way from there to here? I mean, okay, I just made it work. Whoa. I drew in the wrong layer. That's insane. Okay, let me just fix that. It would be better if I code in Python, but apparently it can't be done on phone, so I'm doing it on HTML. Damn, okay. Yes, whenever I test it out, the live view of my camera would be out on internet at that time. Ooh. Is that safe? Like your live view is out on the internet? Okay. So okay. So I'm gonna have to fix all this. Right. Like that. Here. No. My first ever coding project, so yeah, I should have guessed it'd be annoying, but at least I can say I have something to do because nowadays it's really needed that. Really? Hi, have a nice stream. Hey, Severin, welcome to the stream. It's been a while. How are you doing? Like somehow I knew a bit of VFX, 3D animation, editing, ads making, script writing, coding, and more. Same time, I know nothing. I forget about stuff we need. Really? Whoa. But that's an impressive lot of skills to know, to be honest. That's something to be proud of. Yeah, it sounds so cool that you're able to do all that. What the heck? Okay, so I just nailed the hair stuff here. So I'm just gonna have to like do a bit of grouping again and make the what you call the fill for the hair, because I removed all this. I'm not sure if this has to go all the way back. No, I drew on the wrong layer again. That's great. I drew on the wrong layer again. Oh my god. Oh my god. This should be the correct one this time. Come on. This should be the correct one. Like, there's no way. Yeah, I've been learning all of them since I was 7. Technically, I have 8. How many? 8 years of experience, and I used to make theories at 6 because I loved space. Never got to share them though. Still remember them. Today's immortality versus wrong layer. Always on that. Always making that mistake. Yeah. You know. Impressive to me how you know all those things. To be honest, you're a lot more skilled than I realized. Hmm. Okay. So I'm thinking, because I just realized originally this could have been on a lower layer like this, right? But I'm not sure if like this looks way better. Like, look at how the line disappears in that, and like rather like having lines be here on top rather than the one below. But we'll see. Let's put in more visibility on this fill here. Okay, I like this. I like it way better. Way better. Alright, Mr. Immortal Jellyfish, I may have gotten a human error. My system is shutting, therefore I shall be gone now. I shall be gone. I shall view you next time. I'm going to sleep. Good night. Rest up. I'm gonna be ending stream soon because it's 1:30, almost 1:30 a.m. for me. So I'm just finalizing like this hair fill, and I'll be ending stream as well. You know. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, and like I'm kind of surprised that you came back to see me again. See you around. One 1:30? I think you're the one who needs sleep. Yeah, I know. Everybody tells me that all the time. I understand. I'll be getting my sleep soon. Just give me a little bit more time. Shoot me. There appears to be a gap somewhere that I just cannot find for some reason. Oh, here. There's a bunch of them here. Just fix that. Okay, let's see the reference one more time. So, hmm. I'm wondering if like I should put more hair because it feels too thin for some reason. See, like that. Maybe this should be a lot thinner. We'll see about that. Huh. quite a design dilemma I'm into. Because like, okay, a lot of the hair volume is missing down here. It feels so thin for some reason. Yeah, this has to go all the way down here. All the hair has to go down here. It curved down here. Right. And this has to like, I don't know, this part has to, there should be more volume in here as well. Because it feels so thin. The hair, the hair feels thin. I'll have to add some more volume somehow. Okay, I'm gonna end stream. So I know what I need to do. So we have to put more volume in here. Here somehow. Like that. That's the plan. Okay. This one, however, can it go up here? I probably can. No, I cannot. Okay, we leave it be. I'll end stream right here. Okay. Good night. Good night.